And now, Tarsus System brings you Tips and Tricks with Tyler.
Welcome to another episode of Triple T with T. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go over some commonly asked questions that I receive, and I'm going to give you the answers to them that might help you make a more informed decision and get these out of the way when you're deciding if you're going to purchase a Tarsus or not. I have a list of questions right here with me, so let's go over them. So a question we often get is compatibility for our brake and accelerator. So for our brake, it is mechanical. It's ran by a cable like many other brakes. So this will fit in virtually any vehicle. The only thing it won't go in is anything with a floor-mounted brake for the OEM brake. And what this means is most vehicles nowadays have an arm that comes down from under the dash and the firewall. If it does that, the brake is good, but if it mounts to the floor and kind of goes flush with the floor when you push your OEM brake, it will not work in that. Other than that, we do have a no drill plate which addresses the EV problem. It makes it so you don't have to drill through the floor, which is typically where your batteries are for your electronic vehicles. Now for the accelerator, this will work in virtually almost anything. We've put these in Volvos, Ferraris, like the same electronic setup. So while we may not have a direct, easy answer like for a Toyota per se, but if you drive something a little more niche and complex, as long as you give us a call and give us a little bit of time, we can get some wiring diagrams and figure it out for you. That is case by case for us. Applying the same rules that I just mentioned for the brake pedal. We have done this in the past before. All we do is ask you to email us a picture of your pedals in your truck, and then we will come up with a plan or tell you yes or no if it'll work. So our stuff is transferable as well for when you buy a new vehicle. Again, the brake is mechanical, so as long as all your components are in order and still in functioning condition, it should go right from one vehicle to the next. Our accelerator, however, comes with a different plastic end for different vehicles. The reason this matters is the OEM pedal has a little plastic clip. Not all vehicles use the same clip, and they don't all use the same wiring setup either. We sell these clips for $30 each, so if you needed to move your accelerator over, it's $30 for the accelerator. And if you do have our optional no drill kit, which comes with 2 sets of machined arms, you would have to buy new ones of those, which are $50. So if you have the whole kit, $80, you're in your new vehicle. We understand that you are very busy and sometimes you can't be on top of every single thing. We are very efficient and we try to get them to you as soon as possible. The brake, we can ship same day or next day depending on when you call in. If you get an accelerator, it's about a 1 to 2 day build time, and then we use regular 2-day shipping. So unless you need it to you next day by lunchtime, you will have it 2 days after you get the invoice and it is out the door. Another question we often get as well is warranty. So for our brake pedal and anything mechanical, this is including the cable, the pulley systems, anything involved that is an electronic, we have a 2-year warranty on. Anything that is electronic, typically to do with the accelerator, we have a 1-year warranty on. Yes, we have a 30-day return policy that is subject to a 20% restocking fee plus the return freight. We like to be as generous as we can about this. If it's something you got there, you didn't even touch, you didn't even open up, we'd be able to work with you a little bit. That is just the maximum amount that we apply when you are returning it. And this might change as well if you try to return it at day 31. Other than that, that is all the questions I wanted to go over with you today that I commonly get right before someone orders their product, and hopefully these answers will help you when deciding to buy your Tarsus system. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Triple T with T. We are happy to have you, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to email them into us, and maybe they might even get featured in a future episode. We hope you have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the next one.
You've been watching a Howell Ventures production, Triple T with T.